Oops. Hi everybody. It's Monday the 11th of January 2010 and I'm outside the Cardiff Tenants and Residents Federation building. I sent them 2 emails. So I wanted to find out about this stopping the rent going directly to the council. I went to the Social Security and they told me, well, that's administered by the council, so you have to go to a place called Marlin House in Cardiff to transfer it. Not that the council's likely to want to do that, and I haven't tried yet because I want to know the ins and outs of it. I went to the CAB, asked them about it, and the CAB has changed. That's run by the council now, and they couldn't tell me what the process was. Go see a solicitor. I remember years ago you could go to CAB and they could tell you the ins and outs of anything you had difficulty with, no problem. So I've emailed these people a couple of times. It was in December, in the beginning of January. I can understand that the weather, all the snow and everything, see still some snow, might have put them off coming here and the holiday period and everything, so I've got the email in here, printed it off. And it's Pam Williams, who's the chairman of the, or chairperson, or just a chair they call it now, of the Cardiff Tenants Federation. So I'd like an appointment with them so they can tell me the ins and outs. And I'd really like to start a campaign of all council tenants stopping their rent monies going direct to the council who are on housing benefit, getting these people to open up an account where all that money goes in, and we fight it in the courts till we get a as if set of accounts, as though it was run by a housing association, not run by the council. And what would be the difference in the books then? And what would have been the difference in the books over the last 10, 15 years if it had been in housing association hands rather than the councils? What would be the bottom line difference if the rents had all been the same and, you know, the running costs had all been the same? What would the difference been then? So that's what I'm doing today. There was a bellyache in the Daily Express again about the amount of housing benefits increase since 1997. Something like from 12 billion up to 20 billion estimate for this year. But what that Express article didn't say was, how is that 20 billion pie being cut up? And oh, isn't it peculiar that this rise has happened ever since Margaret Thatcher's right to buy thing going on? Daily Express didn't like to mention that fact to anybody, or how the pie was cut up. And I'm saying, well, why don't you ask Freedom of Information request from the government, well, how is that pie being cut up? Because they keep figures on councils' percentages, housing association percentages, and private landlords' percentages. So that's what they do with that. And I reckon that that percentage has increased phenomenally since 1997. You know, in the private sector. And the Daily Express was all hoopy-doopy, ha-ha, when Margaret Thatcher introduced that policy, but they don't like it now of the result. It's been a social experiment. It's failed. They can't accept that. They can't accept that really we should be promoting social housing as the best thing since sliced bread, because you will have your boilers treated, you will have something done to your roof if something goes wrong, and you're paying them minimum income. I put an estimate that my rental now could, rather than be 70 quid a week, it could be 40 quid a week, because of the fiddle that they've been running for oh so long that nobody cares about, not even the Metropolitan Police. So let's go post this before we run out of time. How are we doing? Oh, 4 minutes. You can say a lot in 4 minutes, can't you? So here's the community alarm service vehicles, Cardiff County Council. They seem to do alright, don't they? So visitors front, please use the front door. Oh, here's a mailbox. Just pop it in there. There we go. And that's all ready for them when they, because I believe that they're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But you don't see any opening times displayed on any of this. No opening times displayed. Odd, isn't it? This used to be the housing offices for the people in this area. but they all gone centralised over into another part of the city, and now it's there part-time. Odd, isn't it? So that's that then. Gotta go and see about my teeth now, because they're not doing too well. But yeah, Daily Express. Funny newspaper that is. I mean, I wonder how many of their workers have relatives who ain't doing too clever in this life, and are being put in crap accommodation and just being conduits of wealth to those housing benefit property millionaires. Have a look at my Nye Bevan banner, or Nye Bevan and my Winston Churchill banners say it all. And the Daily Express, friggin' insane. Community housing has got to be a better option than buying. Okay, when you buy a property and all the properties go up in value, you can borrow money on it. Well, shouldn't they make borrowing money easier? Not give it away, but why do you have to have a property secured on any loan? They can't pay it, they go to jail, I don't know, whatever. At least they give it, something different than your property. There we go. Freezing cold. Threatening more snow tomorrow. Bloody marvellous.